Good morning, class. So I am doing this video to show you how you should proofread your paper and use tools to listen to it. So here's my paper in front of me by Donna Dragon, and it's already formatted. So the first thing I want to do is read it to myself. So up in your tools, every Kingsway student has this little read and write tab. So I'm going to click that. And you might have to go in and click on it. And then once it comes up, you're going to see all these little things at the top. I'm going to click the one that says Audio Maker. But before I do that, I have to highlight what I want it to read. So I'm going to highlight my text. And then I'm going to click the Audio Maker. And it's now creating an audio that I can use. You will have to download this audio. So I download the audio.
In The Great Gatsby, people tend to lose sight of the real world.
And it will read my paper to me.
Scott Fitzgerald's novel The Great Gatsby, Jay Gatsby chases his dream that in the end hurts him. Jay Gatsby's story is told to us through Nick Carraway, a reserved person who happens to be Gatsby's neighbor in West Egg, in the summer of 1922. Nick is the cousin of Daisy Buchanan, who is married to Tom Buchanan. Daisy is the love of Gatsby's life as well. Daisy is playing a large part of Gatsby.
So that's the recorder part. The other thing you need to do is make sure you are checking it with Grammarly. So you may have to turn on Grammarly on the top of your document. And then it should appear in the bottom of your screen. Make sure you're in your Google Doc. When you do this, it doesn't always work with Schoology. And then you just click on it and you see all your mistakes. So you're checking it for with Grammarly. The third thing you're going to do is put this on Turnitin.com. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I'm going to enter this as a student. So I'm going to submit something as a student. You can do single file upload by copying it from Google Docs. You can also just cut and paste. And I can usually add a student. In this case, I can't. But you'll put your first, last name. You'll copy your document. In this case, I'll cut and paste, and then you will click submit. Okay? After you submit your document, you then can click on the document for the similarity and also tools. The similarity will just tell you simply how many papers have quotes like yours, and they'll label them in your paper. As long as you have a variety, like it says 2% here, 3% there, as long as it's not 40% all from one site, then obviously you didn't plagiarize. You use similar quotes or similar phrasing because a lot of people, frankly, have written papers in The Great Gatsby. You will not see AI. Only your teacher will. So this student obviously didn't use it, but I have had students with 100%. Another tool is this mechanics tool. So it will show you exactly what mistakes you've made with grammar. It's called the E-Rater. So you can scroll through and see the different mistakes and click on them, and then you just fix them in your Schoology document. Schoology document is the one that you're submitting that will be graded. You are using Turnitin.com for the feedback studio and to make sure there is nothing copied or plagiarism used. And finally, the last way you want to edit is to go to something called the Hemingway app. So this is a really good tool to use for paragraph correctness and for readable sentences. So what you'll do is you'll cut and paste or copy and paste paragraphs into this document to see if they're readable and if the audience that's reading it. So this is grade 8. That's a good readability. It means it's not hard for people. But then you can see adverbs, which that doesn't really matter. Active and passive voice, they say to keep it fewer than 2. It shows you. And then 3 of 11 sentences are hard to read. I may want to look at them and see what makes them hard to read because I don't want my reader tripping over himself or herself trying to read. And then it says 1 of 11 sentences is very hard to read. So it could be that there's a run-on, there's something faulty. So I can look in this and it will show me which sentences I should fix. And it's another great tool which is linked in your document. So that's pretty much it for all of the editing and revising. And hopefully this video helps you. Good luck.